everybody. Welcome to Roleplay. I'm your host and DM, Kimmery, and with us we have Dan, Cal, and Tyler. And we're gonna play some D&D. We're going to mainly focus on roleplay and improv skills while we are following some D&D rules, so please just keep that in mind. And I reward, as a DM, I reward for role-playing things more than roles in this game. So, and players role-play as much as possible. If you can't come up with anything, that is when I will request a roll from you all.
Oh
wow.
Gosh.
What happens as a result of that roll?
It's gonna be a positive, negative, or kind of in the middle.
That's a great answer.
It depends on the roll, Tyler.
It depends on the roll.
Better act like crazy then.
So our campaign starts next week, but right now we're just gonna do a little role play session, just kind of get us warmed up, making sure our cameras are good, our mics are good, and just kind of get in the flow of like thinking ahead and doing things. So, go ahead, Cal.
But wait, what is the kicker for our campaign?
Oh, the kicker!
The kicker.
I got so excited, I hit something over here.
Oh wow! Did you kick it?
No, I hit it.
Oh,
I hit.
What's the kicker? Tell us.
The kicker. So in our campaign starting next week, Tuesday, the kicker is that my three players, Dan, Cal, and Tyler, do not know their character. They know very little about them, very little background, and they will have to find bits and pieces throughout the campaign. Cal is showing how
this
much
is all
they know.
That I have.
They do not have very much information, and so they will have to discover by asking me questions, talking to NPCs, and talking with each other to figure out who they are and why they're on this journey. It's going to be very exciting. I have a lot of plans. Go team.
I'm really hoping that someone gets to say, wait, I'm a dragon?
I escaped and came back.
I just hope I have no deathly allergies to plants or water or something. That would be important. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a great point, Dan.
What if you have allergies? Like,
or maybe I just love water so much.
Or maybe you can only repeat what other people say.
Yeah, or maybe I can repeat what only other people say.
Then you're not a part of this.
It's supposed to be muted. Wraith in the background.
No comments from the wow.
Production crew.
Oh, bye, Dan.
Bye, Dan.
Do we want to do a little introduction so that, like,
sure,
we know about our characters?
Yeah, let's do. We can do introductions.
Okay. Alphabetical. Dan goes first.
Alphabetical.
Thank you. Avery. So, hi everyone. It's a pleasure to meet both of you. My name is Avery Creighton. Is my formal name. You can call me Avery. So, pretty much, I'm gonna say I'm a huge deal, but my mom and dad know the area pretty well. We're very familiar with the mining industry. I am a part of it too. So, basically, I just make sure that everything goes smoothly. Everything's fine. Nothing too crazy. Pretty familiar with the areas around here too. I'm an only child, so yeah, no brothers or sisters, but that's okay. You know, I can hold my own. Not a big deal. And yeah, I pretty much I'm kind of held at a certain standard just because the mining industry can be pretty rough sometimes. So I just kind of just make sure everything's okay. Yeah. That's pretty much the gist of it.
Well, pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you all too. Yeah.
All right.
Alphabetical.
Alphabetical. B.
Well, That would be me. I'm Briar. You're an only child? That
Yeah.
is crazy because I have so many younger siblings.
Oh
Just
wow.
it's nuts.
Your parents were really busy.
It's just my mom, but that's
Oh,
cool. We help her out, and
that's
it's just farming and working with our hands, and it's good. It's good
oh,
hard work. I'm sure you understand with mining and stuff.
oh,
So
of course.
yeah,
I mean, farming's that's a whole nother trade, and it's a lot of work. So.
yeah. I traveled a long way to be here, but this guy that I kind of really look up to, I gotta find him,
Oh,
and
okay,
yeah, he's from around here, but he's off on work, I think. So yeah.
okay, interesting. All right, maybe we have more in common than we think. I don't know. Oh, and yeah. Who are you?
Well, I guess I should go. My name is Kaylin, and it's very interesting to see small folk as such as you, because as it turns out that my parents are pretty important. I think that you should know,
Oh
because
wow.
actually, if this is okay to tell
Go
you all,
ahead.
but
Go
my
for it.
father is the king of Lebanon, and so my mother is the queen. So I'm a pretty big deal around here, and
You sure sound like it.
I barely need any introductions. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. But you know what? Some people might not know about my softer side. My more uh, reserved side is that I actually do enjoy the natural world. Uh, Not that I have really seen the natural world to a significant extent, but I love learning about it in books. So, uh, I have a path set out for me by my mother and father, but not quite sure if I'll be following that. I might want to do my own thing, but it's good for me to figure these things out. You know, at, as I go forward. So, yeah, nice to see you, and hopefully I can learn more about the ways of, uh, I guess, the true salt of the earth. You know what I mean? So nice to meet you.
Sure. Well, I mean, I guess I normally don't say this right out of the gate because I hold back information. But my mom and dad are Duke and Duchess, so not to compare things, but just to empathize with you on the stressors of managing a lot of resources and just showing how important that is. Just to let you know I understand too. But it's just my choice. I don't say it outright.
Well, okay, it's nice to know that at least we have some of the royal blood in this group here.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm
Briar?
sorry. What am I doing here?
I mean, I just think you're a great person. You seem great. I'm just
Thanks.
I'm just trying to make social conversation. Yeah.
That's yep. I'm just gonna finish my drink. Okay.
Okay. You have a good time with that. Awesome. So yeah, I guess
That
those
was
are our
great.
introductions. Yeah.
That was great, you guys.
Wait. Your parents are the king of and queen of where?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Okay, well,
I
actually,
can't break with you. I can't.
so my parents are the king and queen of Lebanon, and specifically, I live in the capital, which is Neverwinter. Uh, and I am wondering of um, the son of or the child, I should say. I'm not quite sure of the Duke and Duchess.
Okay, neither
Where
am I. I'm not
exactly
sure who I am either.
where you are from?
Sure. That's a very good question.
So wait, like we're here. Lebanon is here. That's where we're at right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you
double
come to my
checking
pad. Well, welcome.
because yeah, I'm not from here, so
I live in Boulder Fist,
Boulder Fest. Okay.
where there's a lot of rock and mining, hence Boulder Fist. It's a very
Rocky.
gravelly name, rocky name. So it just fits perfectly well. So that helps me remember the name of it without having to look at any, reminding. Oh, so, yep, that's where I live. I mean, perhaps you heard of it, but I mean, I don't talk about it too much. I like to think I'm just a casual person, and just
just a casual
yeah, nothing too
uh
crazy. I mean, some people may
son of
know
a
who I
duke and
am.
duchess.
Yeah,
Just
but see, the
casual.
thing is, I normally don't say that, but since we have royal blood in the mist, I wanted to
Prince.
make sure that there
Mm.
are. It's a convenience. It's kind of convenient that there's someone else who has that, and I don't. It doesn't matter to me. And people are people. Everyone's capable of doing everything, pretty much. So yeah,
So,
I like that's a good outlook on life. I like that. I respect that.
thank
are
you.
people
I'm
gonna be
glad.
recognizing y'all when we're doing stuff?
I I hope
Because this is gonna be a
not.
problem.
Oh,
I
and
don't
why is
want
this a
it to be a
problem?
Sometimes when you're doing jobs, you don't want to be bothered. So I just want to know if people are going to be stopping and prostrating themselves and just waiting on you hand and foot.
I
I will
That
say,
sounded a lot worse than it was intended. I apologize.
It's okay.
I will say, as DM, Kaylin has not been in the public eye very much. The king and queen have overprotection is probably it's more than overprotection at this point. But really, no one really knows what Kaylin looks like. Kaylin
Okay.
has not been in the public eye, so
Okay.
he knows that he probably will not be recognized. And Avery is not from this section of the country.
Yeah.
So unless Avery would come out and say something,
Like,
uh,
hi, I'm Avery from Boulder Fist.
they
Like,
would not be. They would not be. What are you doing,
Dungeon
Sir?
Master.
Dungeon Master,
and and
Mistress, by
Briar
the way.
and
Go ahead.
Briar, I understand, is besides the name of a tree, is not super well recognized around here.
Oh man, I'm not even from this kingdom, so
Oh, where are you from?
uh
I sent you a thing.
yeah, I'm trying to find it.
It's in
There's
It's in our messages on Discord.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, I've heard of the
Oh,
city. I
there we
sent you a
go.
thing before. I mean, I know it doesn't have like a population, a lot of
I
people.
mean, I've heard legends of the discord of the past and
It's
the chaos
true.
from whence the gods created
Huh.
this land.
There is a
Yeah.
big tavern with a lot of servers in it for sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
isn't that everywhere?
Every place
Not
has
as
to have a
popular.
Discord bar, right? A
Yeah.
Discord inn, excuse
Anyways,
me.
no, I'm not from Lebanon. I'm from Strayola. So,
Oh,
Ah,
it's farming, that's our thing there.
so Avery, are you from the Kingdom of Kalor? You just happen to be from a small town called Boulder Fist?
no, you're right. Yes. So I come from the Kalor County area, the Kingdom of Kalor, and then Boulder Fist is the state that or residence, city, kingdom, whatever. I hate politics, or maybe I
Ah,
love them. I don't know. It's a different.
you're very
So
indifferent at this point.
I mean, I have mixed emotions about a lot of things, and
Uh,
sometimes they're not as consistent. So we'll see.
well, you know
But
what they say: the more doors you leave open, the more you can go through. So don't close any of those doors yet.
That is very true, and sometimes you do want to leave them closed in case you want privacy.
Well, that is true.
Yeah,
Privacy's nice.
it is. Are
I
you
wouldn't
more
know that.
Briar? Are you more kind of like at least maybe you don't know, or just changes on the day? Are you more kind of like a to yourself type of person, or do you kind of like to with a lot of people? You think?
You know, having
Wow,
seven, 8 siblings. No, 7 siblings. Oh gosh.
what's
They
your
all
mom?
look alike, and there's a few twins like this, so it's hard to count sometimes. Having so many siblings, it's rare to get a moment of peace and quiet.
Sure.
So it's like, that you crave it until you have it, and then you're just wanting people around again.
Oh, of
So,
course, been there
yeah,
all the time. Yeah,
yeah.
I can
definitely.
only imagine with so many siblings, they must be plotting against each other to get uh, your heretical or your hereditary fortune. I must say.
Well, I mean, we're farmers, so
Oh, I see.
I don't know how much of a fortune. Who
It's a
knows?
it's a difference to
Maybe,
wrap my head
maybe,
around
maybe
that.
we're well off. I can't remember at the
Oh, I
moment.
see. I see.
At
No,
least I
you're
think some of
poor.
the
Oh,
Oh yeah, poor family, tiny village. It's in my notes. I write things down so I can remember them, and
Hmm.
it's
farming
Very
working
can be
good.
pretty
very
nice
well.
though. Yeah.
so what
So
happens when like your parents die? Do you have no money then? That's a shame.
my mother's alive.
Ah,
So, and we learn how to take care of ourselves and work with our hands so that we have skills that we can earn money with. So,
Hey, Kaylin,
called a
just
job.
sorry. Go ahead, Briar. Sorry, I didn't
Go
want to
ahead,
cut.
Avery.
I just was very curious if Kaylin does a lot of public speaking.
um, well, I've taken classes in public speaking so that one day I will be prepared to do this sort of thing. But no, I do try to keep it pretty low key, as the folk would say.
You do. You keep it low key. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's good. I mean, I think I'm comfortable with people. I mean, when you know have to like work with a bunch of minors, you want to make okay. Adult people that mine in caves, you want to make sure. Again, like you just want to make sure that they're okay and that you communicate efficiently to them. So I just was curious about that. But okay, cool. Well,
Avery,
it's
it
nice.
sounds like you must have gotten a degree in mining management from the big University of Kalar, huh?
I well, that's very kind. I don't know. I think I was kind of brought up into the industry just because my parents were in it, and it's like, oh, here we have a child now, and we should probably have them be a part of this business. So
Homeschool. That's respectable too. That's respectable.
I mean, we're learning each and every day, right? That's it's whether it's street smarts or book smarts. Just you never know. It's knowledge is knowledge.
Well, anyway, you folk, I do have someone here that I might want to tell you about. Is that I do have uh, a friend, a long-time family friend named Gundren. Uh, he is a dwarf. I'm sure you are familiar. Um,
I'm very familiar.
it would be a
That's
good thing for
funny.
me to
So
tell
am
you about this?
I.
Oh, you're familiar with Gundren, huh?
Yeah, yeah. That father figure I mentioned earlier.
Oh,
Yeah, that's him.
oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting because I've known him my whole life, so I guess we are connected in a way.
Oh wow.
He's always been very kind to me, and he did promise to take me on an adventure. And actually, I have here a letter if you all would be interested in listening to this.
I'm
Sure.
very interested in what you have to say.
I'm not sure if you know how to read, but this is what these words say here.
Please enlighten me, public speaker.
Okay, so it says here, Keelan,
Can I
I've
roll to
gone on
hit?
ahead. What's that? Briar.
Oh, he
Sorry,
cannot
please
hit.
continue.
Okay, well,
Go for it.
anyway, I will see if I can read this here. Kaylin, I have gone out ahead to Vandalin to get supplies and lodging for our upcoming scientific expedition, which I have to say I am very interested in. You will need to bring my cart and horse. You can find it outside my residence. I have asked two of my companions to join us. They will meet you at the crossroads outside of town. Their names are Briar and Avery. Godspeed, Gundren. Yes, I almost forgot about this letter. And you must be them. So
I
Yeah.
just
interesting that Gundren would find folks such as you and see to be that he must know something a little different. I must say that they did say not to judge a book by its cover, but it's difficult.
I
This
am so
moment,
excited. Okay.
at this moment, you all look at each other and notice some very similar characteristics in your faces.
Hmm. What is it that we're noticing?
You look
Man.
Shall we
similar.
roll for a perception check?
No, no,
I
this
don't
is
know how
something
this
you would
works.
definitely, as soon as Kaylin. Oh, Dan,
We've lost.
we've
Where
lost
did Avery
Avery.
go?
Avery.
Is this what wizardry is
Oh
this?
no, now. Okay, so now we just pause here for a second. Because when somebody leaves, it moves the screens. So
Yeah.
since Dan went off camera, um,
Well,
It just
There we go.
glitched out.
okay, did it
Okay.
change on stream?
Give it a second. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, okay, cool. Okay, time in.
Okay.
So once you hear Kaylin read their letter, sorry, keep looking at Andy's classic Gundren and his cryptic letters. I'm gonna have to put the chat away because I'm laughing so hard. Um, so once Kaylin has read their letter, and it's kind of like a light bulb goes off as you're all looking at each other and you're noticing same eyes, same mouth, maybe same,
wow.
And the
but
number
different,
climbs up to 10.
but different.
Hmm. Could it be that we're all related? Could it be that Gundren is our true father? Quite sure. That's
Dun,
scandalous. Scandalous that I would
dun.
not be the true heir of Levenok. I could
I,
scarcely even think about such a thing.
I kind of liked being an only child before this conversation.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Well, who knows? Maybe we're just how the snow falls, in our towns if there's snow. I don't know, but I heard stories. Anyways, how snowflakes kind of sometimes look similar, but they're all different, right? Maybe that's the case. Maybe we're just have similar recognizable faces or use similar products on our face to make ourselves look dashing and beautiful.
So I have to ask, how is it that you all have known Gundren for such a long time, considering that he is uh, the king of Levenok's right hand man?
This
Uh,
is news. This is
Um,
news to this is news to Avery and Briar. They did
that's
not know that.
interesting because he's been a longtime friend to my mother.
can you classify friend? I'm curious. I mean, you talked about your mom before. Did they? I mean, this is a very intimate question. Did they
And they
ever?
were very intimate together.
They were together.
I I I assume so. My mom has a lot of friends that come and go. Gundren's the only one that's ever persisted with me growing up and my siblings. So Yeah, when he comes through town, he usually stays with us. And by us, I mean with my mother. I
Well,
I don't want to I don't want to delve deeper into that.
I
So,
understand. That is fine. Um, I mean, he's a family friend of ours too. A family friend of ours too. We call him Uncle Gundren, or actually, I usually have called him Uncle Gundren because I've known him since I was very young. And he was kind of, even though he wasn't technically, I guess, related, he was such a great friend of the family that we just brought him in. So that's how I kind of know him in that sense. And um, I knew he kind of needed some help too in regards to the adventure that you mentioned, Kaylin. So that's kind of why I was here. I would think just to kind of that's just a goal I have is just to help him out. So that's pretty interesting that he goes around and has a lot of friends to help him.
yeah, he basically voluntold me through that letter that I was doing this. So, I thought I was just waiting for him to come back.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
Hmm.
Guess we're
Well,
doing this.
I've always kind of wanted to go on an adventure, and if Gundren is chosen you, well, he must know something. So I think that he's a perfect. You two would be a perfect companions for such a royal expedition.
Wow,
I,
that one managed to not be a backhanded insult. Progress.
Well, you know, I did exceed. I did get an A+ in ethics and in politics and public relations. So,
wow, crazy because I got A+ in sarcasm as well. I was really good in that class.
oh, I see. Well,
Yeah,
moving on,
it's
I suppose. Let's see. Where do we
Um,
begin?
I
Do
I
we
I have
have any kind
I
of
have a
supplies
question
for
for
this?
you, Kaylin. Um,
Sure.
was there perhaps any, physical activity classes that you took, as in fighting arts, or
Well, um, I would say that I not necessarily would like to go down the path of physical arts. That I'm more of a peaceful kind of soul. I would say, but I did pass uh, those martial arts classes, so I am competent. I would say.
okay, fair enough. We might not die. Gundren's
uh,
Gundren's wagon is at his house. I know where it's at, and there should be supplies in there for us. I
Well, I
assume.
think that we should, before we all begin, I feel that we should head down to the famous pub of Neverwinter, the inn, if you might, if you will, because
fancy.
I'm sure we could find some more information from the multitudes of people that visit that place.
That's the best thing you've said. So I'm in. Avery.
Wow. I mean, this has a lot has happened in the last 20 or so minutes of my life,
Do
and
they drink in Boulder Fest?
I mean, I'm sure there's liquids everywhere that people drink. Sure, water.
I'm talking more of the
And
stronger,
there's that
stronger stuff.
Oh,
sarcasm.
that's what you meant. Oh, probably. Yeah, I bet they do something like that.
Well, then let's
There's
go. I think we gotta
great.
get a true introduction to the cellars of the Neverwinter Inn. We could really roll out the barrel, I think.
Oh, that's great. Barrel of fun. Yay. Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Well, let's go.
all
What is
right.
the process of moving ourselves to this place?
Well, Sounds good. So you three are walking back into the city of Neverwinter, as you just had all met on the crossroads. And you come to the fine establishment of the Neverwinter Inn, and it's a pretty large place. Um, I have to write people's names down, or I'm gonna call you the wrong thing. Briar, you probably never. Your names are right there. I should see them, but Briar, you've probably never been in a place this big before. It's probably 2 or 3 times the size of your local little tavern. Uh, Avery, probably pretty normal for you if you have gone to the drinking establishments in Boulder Fist or in the capital city. And and Kaylin, this is your little hideout from the world where you just like to go and nobody knows who you are and you just like to sit back, have a drink, and just kind of let the uh date float past you with a nice ale or something. So as you come in, the barkeep recognizes Kaylin and says, "Hey, you want that table over there? Your
Hey, yo,
normal table?
Gus. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, young man."
Okay, well, as usual, I'd just like to open up a tab. You can put it down for uh, uh, perhaps whoever you know me as. Um,
Uh, I just know that the treasurer pays for your tab every month, so you know I
okay,
do what's normal.
okay, put it on my tab then. And for these folks, I do want the finest ales because they've come a very long way, and I appreciate their presence and any information they can give me.
You got it, boss.
You weren't lying. You really know the people here.
Well, I know the people that I need to know.
I see. Okay.
I'm gonna need that drink.
And Briar, do hope that you are used to a bit of a stronger hooch that we, if compared to what is located over in Striola.
Um, yeah, I mean, I'm not 10, I think.
Be younger.
I was like,
You're a child.
oh no.
No, just kidding.
Oh, I was gonna say, whoa, whoa.
That's a roleplay moment. Yeah.
From
Ooh, what
coming
are
from
we?
growing up in
I
the
don't even know where I
farmland,
Yeah.
Briar is used to
You kidding me?
old
We make our
country
own
hooch.
whiskey.
Exactly. There you
Old
go.
country hooch.
Old
We
country
make our
hooch.
own.
And your mama might have a good mean old recipe somewhere.
Well, yeah. I
so
wrote that in my journal and I took it with me.
Gus comes with 3 big ales and slams them on the table, and he says, "Drink up, my friends. Tomorrow's a new day."
I say
Thanks,
aye to that, Gus.
Gus.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, 3 cheers for our man Gundren, whom we all know, and
I'm not doing that. No. Sorry.
well, I guess
I
we'll give 2 cheers to Gundren.
I well, I I'll give you a pity cling here.
Okay, I'll just a
Just a
little.
little one. I don't want to spill too much of this the finest ale all over the finest table. I don't want to waste a single drop because you told me how great it is. So, thank you.
Briar's sarcasm radar's going off again. Ding!
All right, you
Ding!
must be um, experiencing some sort of facial paralysis from the strength of this delicious ale. Seems you froze up for a little while there. Welcome back.
Oh gosh.
I'm,
Yep.
I'm just like side eyeing Briar as I just take a little sip of the ale and just looking at them and being like, can you believe this right now? Like, okay.
You can obviously, or at least I hope it's been obvious, that Briar is not very thrilled about this.
Oh, I'm very aware.
Well, Brian, I understand that you are from a farming village, so maybe you'd be interested in the local produce of this land, perhaps maybe imported. So, how about would you like some kind of bar food? Maybe some pickled eggs, maybe some popped kernels of wheat.
Of wheat?
I mean,
How about that wheat? Like, that's some strong wheat, Briar. Gotta get it.
is this like a delicacy in Lebanon?
Well, it does. It comes a long way, all the way from Striola. So I thought maybe you would like a taste of home.
Aha.
That's actually nice.
Yeah. I try not to eat greasy stuff while I'm drinking. Takes away from the alcohol.
Well, that's fair
Not
enough then, Briar.
Thanks,
Whatever
though.
customs that you practice over there, well, we will respect them for the time being.
I feel like I'm okay. Out of character, I feel like I'm playing this up, and Kimmery's gonna suddenly be like, "Briar doesn't drink alcohol after a childhood accident."
You all drink alcohol. I will
okay.
I will I will now you know your characters drink alcohol, so there you
Alright,
go.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Okay.
fair.
Well, I
But he
suppose
knows
that
you can't
now
stop it.
we've uh, we've wetted our tongues a little bit. Maybe we should uh, figure out what old Gundren might have in mind for us. Would you two have any idea why he's chosen you two specifically? And I did notice that your faces have something remarkable happening.
That's just the alcohol. But
Rosy
um,
cheeks.
I don't know what he has in store. Um, because to be honest, I'm a little surprised myself that he has really gone made his rounds all over the place and made his mark all over the place. So I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to go and find out.
But
I do
where do
a
we should we
history check.
go?
Well, I think Briar was talking about that, right?
Well,
You
the
said you
letter said
knew.
that his wagon was at his house, so didn't it?
Where was this vehicle?
Didn't the letter say that it was at his house?
I mean, I'll be honest. I kind of slept halfway through what Kaylin was reading off the letter, so I wasn't paying
Let's
close
take a look at this
Yeah, figured. Thanks.
dusty letter here again. Let's see. We'll need to bring my cart and a horse. You can find it outside my residence, and we will have to take this for the scientific expedition. Well, of course, I do know very well where Gundra lives. So I
That's
suppose that
great.
now that you've been fed and watered a little bit, we should perhaps
What?
find this vehicle
Am I a
and
plant? Like what is this?
So I think we should wait until morning to leave.
I need sleep.
So
well, they don't
yeah,
call it an inn for nothing. So I guess we could just keep this open tab and let's uh, get private rooms each, unless you prefer us to all
I'm
stay together.
totally
private's
fine
good.
with a private room. Yes.
Private's good.
Great.
Thank you.
Yes, private room. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, well, you will get the it's the cozy suites here, but they will do, and I hope that you'll find the accommodation uh, fitting for long travels travelers such as yourselves.
Thank you.
Great. I'm gonna go to my room now. Have a good night.
Yep. Briar grabs his drink and goes up to his room to turn in. Good night.
All
See you
right,
in the
well,
morning. And
good
by
night.
morning, I mean dawn. Right?
Well,
Yes.
it's a good idea to get started on a new adventure with a full day, I would say.
All right.
I'm already in my room.
I bang
And I
on
will,
Avery's door as I go by towards my room. We're leaving
Alright.
at dawn.
All right.
and I will retire to my royal chambers. I suppose
Okay.
the night has passed already.
Well, how?
We should probably stop there. We will see you next week, August 2nd at 8 p.m. Central Time. And we will start officially our campaign. Hope to see you there. Everybody, roll or
Roleplay.
Roleplay!